Hey folks, it's Tracy again. I know you're used to having me doing the Try It Tuesdays every week, but I wanted to let you know we also have projects on Thursdays. We call it Technique Thursday. It's a little more expensive. It's a little harder. It's usually more metalsmithy. This has been one of our most popular Technique Thursday projects. It's some fused link earrings. We're actually running it for a second time tonight. And I thought I'd have Sarah, who usually designs some of our Technique Thursdays, teach you how to do it.
So today, as Tracy said, we're going to make the fused silver hammered earrings. These links can actually all be linked together to make a bracelet or a necklace, but for tonight's demo, we just decided to make a pair of earrings. So to make our rings, what we're going to do is use fine silver. You need to use fine silver if you're fusing, which is nice because then you, when you heat the metal, it just actually attaches to itself and you don't need to use solder. To do it though, we're going to shape around. I've borrowed one of the mandrels from the Dapping Punch. And what's nice is it's the same size, so you can wrap it around 4 times for your 4 links. I actually go a little past because we need to cut our links flush so that they meet nicely for fusing. So now I'm going to snip. But then I rotate it so the flush side is cutting on the other side too. And then that way when I twist them together, they have a nice flat meeting point, which is very important for when you're soldering or fusing. So I'm going to cut the rest really quick. And you just press in a little bit and pull it back out. The tension holds that together. Okay, so we actually don't even need flux for this. With fine silver, it does not get fire scale when you heat it. So I'm going to turn our torch on. Starting off with a lower flame first, you might need a slightly bigger one, but we'll start it a little lower. So you're going around in a circle, getting it almost red hot, and it's just pretty much just one, right when you think it's about to melt, it just fuses together. And there we go, got a fused link.
Awesome. So Sarah's going to go ahead and do that for all 4 of them.
So we've got our rings fused now, and so now I'm going to show you the next part, which involves stretching out the loop, and then we're going to hammer the ends. So to stretch it, we take 2 pairs of round nose. I like to actually hold the spot where you fused it because then we can hammer that out and that kind of helps hide the fused part. Gently stretch it. And then we'll set aside and get the next one. You can do all of these at the same time. I'm going to the bottom part of the round nose to get the widest part of the rounding. Gently stretching it out. And at this point you'll know if your fusing held up well or not because it will pop open, and if it does you can just fuse that shut again. So now what I'm going to do is pinch in to make this squeezed part. I do this with my fingers because I actually you get a better curve and rounding, but what you want to do is flip it as you're doing it so that you get an even rounded pinching on both sides. See, now we have kind of almost like a little butterfly wing shape. Okay, and you can take your round nose and stretch that out a little again if it gets it pressed in. So you're just gently rounding it to get the shape. Now we're going to take one of our chasing hammers. We want to use the nice, smooth, larger flat side. Make sure you're holding your hammer all the way at the end in the round part on the bottom. You can come to the edge and you're just going to strike and pull back so that you give a nice, even flaring to it. Don't need to hit too hard, because the flaring it back is actually what gives it more of the shape. This goes pretty quickly because the fine silver is so soft, and we've just heated it too, so it's even softer. Now I'm taking another one of our mandrels from our dapping doming set. It's a nice even rod shape, and you're going to gently stretch it and press it around to almost touch. Then you pinch in the top and kind of press down the sides. You can do this if you're in a pinch and do not have the doming set around a pair of your round nose pliers too. What you want to do is alternate and rotate it because it is tapered so that you have the same round shape on both sides. Okay. Now at this point, this is where it gets a little confusing to some people. What you're going to do is actually slip in through both, and I've actually done it upside down. Slip in through both, and then you bring it down. And now you want both hammered parts to be faced on the bottom. So for our final step, we're going to grab our chain nose and flat nose and twist in our jump ring for the top. Loop it through to connect it in. Add a nice little French hook for the top. Twist it in flush, and we've got our nice shape. So our cute little pair of earrings. Again, as I said, you can continue this and do a full chain and do a bracelet or a necklace if you want to go with your lovely earrings.
You can check out our website. We keep the several Technique Thursdays ahead on the website, and there's pricing and pictures of the projects. And like I said, that's Thursdays from 5:30 to 8:30.